right. Thank you guys for watching Your Come Up, where on Your Come Up, we talk about all topics to help you come up: business, finance, personal, spiritual, and physical. And today we're going to have a conversation with social media expert Andrew John about business TikToks that went viral, and some business TikTok ideas that not only provide value, but also probably give you some ideas of what to do with your business TikTok yourself. Before we get into the subject at hand, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Yapix, Web Design and Graphics, and also Rated Comics, which are also gracious enough to let me film here today. And these boxes in the background are cardboard boxes for comic books that need to be shipped out worldwide.
God, they're so generous letting you use their back storage room. What would they have done without that space today? Incredible.
You know what? They would have used these shells for like their Bitcoin, Ethereum mining machines, you know? So they would have used it somehow. I'm just in their way, you know? And plus it's kind of super cold in here, so these machines don't overheat. So I should have brought a sweater, even though it's 120 degrees outside in Palm Springs.
I swear we need to do a video on that. That's way more interesting, but go ahead.
Yes, we're going to get into some business TikToks that went viral. And the first video we're going to analyze too is this Duke Love Taxes TikTok video. Let's get to it.
Starting today, Biden is giving anyone that received unemployment benefits in 2021 free health insurance. And the middle class is angry, saying that this is not fair. To receive the free health insurance, the only requirement there is that you received unemployment benefits in 2021. This means that there is no income requirement. Does that mean somebody making $1 million can get free health insurance? Yep, as long as they receive unemployment in 2021. That's crazy. The middle class is upset because throughout COVID, they paid most of their bills on time, but had to make ends meet to do so. And they feel like they aren't getting anything in return. In your opinion, is free health insurance to the unemployed fair or not fair?
All right, Andrew, I believe that video had 1.5, if not 2 million views or more.
Yeah, this one was great. He really went for it. I mean, doing a skit and performing and giving info that's really interesting to someone who might need that. It just hit every box, so great job.
Hey, 2.5 million people or so watched it, so you never know what clients he may have gotten from it, or just, hey, he's establishing trust that way. Let's go to the next video where the guy talks about a clever way and an unknown way on how to save money.
It's a piece of information that can save you money that most people don't know about.
Splitting your loan payment in half and then paying twice each month. I am still surprised by the amount of people that don't realize that you are going to save yourself so much interest doing so. Reason being is that with simple interest loans, interest accrues on a daily basis called a per diem. When you only pay once per month, you're allowing 30 days worth of interest to accrue in between each payment. If you split up that loan payment, less interest is accruing in between each payment. Plus, if you pay bi-weekly, you're paying one full extra payment per year. Follow Seth Godwin, the guy who works in finance, for more finance and credit tips.
What made that video work?
So look, I'm no Hache financial, but I'm not going to pretend that I understood all the tricks in that. But hey, if he's saying that's true, I mean, that's something that's very interesting to someone who might be paying on a home. So what is it? Is that true?
It is true. For example, when I had my old car, my 2008 Honda Accord Coupe, once I divorced my ex-wife, I did make payments every 2 weeks. As soon as I got paid on my job, made payments on it, and that shaved interest on it because interest was accruing daily on it. When interest accrues daily and you make that payment at the halfway mark, that interest accrues daily on a lesser amount every time you make a payment, instead of making a payment at the 30th day mark where you got 30 days of built up interest. It's 15 days payment. Now it's building interest on the new lesser amount. You know what I mean?
Oh, gotcha.
Not a financial guy. And guess what? I think that video had, a couple million views, a few million views at that. Everyone says the almighty TikTok algorithm is never wrong.
Yeah, no, that was a good one. Good piece of info.
We'll go on to the next video about an interesting fact about the dollar store.
This is how dollar stores actually make money. Stores such as Dollar General tend to focus on lower income areas. To keep costs down, they use small packages, which also make customers have to come back more often. They avoid e-commerce altogether to eliminate delivery fees. For the most part, they use their own brands, which helps them get product for less. Lastly, they don't really spend money on decorating the store. This also causes shoppers to have to hunt for their items, making them stay in the store longer and buy more product.
I do have an interesting story about the dollar store, but I want to hear your reaction. And I believe that video got about 600,000 views at that. Your thoughts?
It doesn't seem like this came from the brand, so it doesn't totally fit in the other ones. But it is interesting how even TikTok influencers are working brands into their viral videos, all the kind of stats on why a business model like that works. Most people would click on that, at least to just see what he was going to talk about. So good catch.
Here's a funny story about the dollar store with my ex-wife. Her favorite candy bar was Kit Kats and Raisinets. But whenever we lived at our condo in Palm Springs, the dollar store was a block and a half before the convenience store. She would always want me to get that Kit Kat at the convenience store, even though it was a block and a half further down with more traffic in Palm Springs. I made one mistake of getting the Kit Kat from the dollar store. And she's like, oh, where'd you go? I went to the dollar store. You got this Kit Kat from the dollar store? I can't eat it. Like, it's the same flipping candy. I just can't eat it. She had this weird theory that getting candy from a dollar store is like getting Coke from anywhere else but McDonald's, because Coke at McDonald's just tastes different, which is true. Coke and Sprite at McDonald's just taste different. It was a weird theory, but I couldn't prove it. But anyways, stupid story.
Want me to give you the 5-second version?
Yes.
My wife wouldn't eat food from the dollar store because she suspected they keep stock longer than other places to keep the cost down.
Why couldn't I just say it like that? All right, last and final video. Let's get to it.
This is how I started my small business and took the biggest financial risk of my entire life. In March 2020, the entire world was on lockdown, but I knew this was going to be the time to learn something new and change my life forever. The biggest problem for me was always going to be coming up with the money to start the brand. To make some extra cash, I decided to do Postmates, and I also built websites for people, and I did a lot of real estate photography. To learn as much as I could with all the time that I had, I decided to Google everything, and I watched YouTube videos for hours. During that time, I was working on the branding and doing a lot of product research and a lot of sampling. For my photo shoot, I knew I had to get clever, so I decided to go to the TWA airport at JFK, and we did a free photo shoot. And now it was time for the big launch. I've always been insecure about my looks and my voice, but one day I was watching Gary Vee, and he was the one that inspired me to start this TikTok page because I had nothing to lose anymore. I know there's still plenty to learn and grow from, but my biggest risk ended up being my biggest reward. So if you're like me, take that risk, start that business, and don't give up, because God has a plan for you.
I do resonate with that video.
I think everyone just roots for someone trying something new, and it sounded like he was going through a career transition and going to document it. So like automatically we're on his side. So you watch. Yeah, no, it was good.
Here's why it resonated with me, because I resonate so much with this video, because like him with the shutdown, had a lot more time on my hands. Aside from writing a children's book, link in description, by the way. I also watched a lot of YouTube videos on how to do video editing from your smartphone, and what apps are good, what apps are bad, and how to do this and how to do that. Should I start a YouTube channel? Well, you could, but everyone else and their grandmother started a YouTube channel. Perhaps everyone is doing content creation during the lockdown, but eventually we're all going to go back to work. It's who's going to stick with it and who actually might stand out or build upon it. Even though I knew nothing about video editing, I just went in, figured I'll try something new, because you could do good work in your job all you can, but guess what? At the end of the day, your fate is not totally up to you. It's up to your employer, or if your employer sells a company, then it's up to your new bosses. So at least with this one, video editing is always a skill that is forever relevant, in my opinion. And guess what? It's more relevant now than ever because of TikTok. So no, I resonate with it. So yeah, we tend to root for the underdog. You try something new. It's exciting. Like him, I picked up a new skill during the shutdown with a lot of YouTube videos that helped me out along the way. Anytime
you can convey honesty of your journey or your come up, if you will, it seems to do pretty well on TikTok. So
I agree. I mean, there's no wrong way to create content the other day. Just hit the button, record, and guess what? You're only going to get better at it. Thanks again for watching, guys. And this is your first time here, consider subscribing if you found value in this video. Thanks again for watching. Until next time.